What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Friday, June 16th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we got a 14-game slate tonight. So let's take a look at the pitcher position. So I like Joe Ryan. He's got a massive pitching advantage here over a low salary batting team, the Detroit Tigers. Joe Ryan only giving up a .571 OPS versus righties. He's facing 6 righties here tonight, and the Tigers have only hit 1 of his last 15 pitches. It's a .067 batting average. So he is expensive, but I think he's worth the risk or worth the salary here tonight. Low risk, you got to put down the money for Joe Ryan. He's $11,400 FanDuel salary, $800 less on DraftKings, averaging 38 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 2.90. Record is 7-3, pitching an average of 92 pitches per game. So I like Joe Ryan here versus the Detroit Tigers. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. I'm going to give you some value plays in this video. If you're going to be playing Joe Ryan, you're going to need them. So I like Matt Thayus. He's got a 44% batting advantage over Brady Singer. Matt Thayus, he's batting 24% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .814 OPS versus righties. Brady Singer, he's pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, 20% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .975 OPS versus lefties. There's no at-bats versus Singer yet. Matt Thayus, he's $2,500 FanDuel salary, $400 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games. He has a batting average of .285. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 9.5 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I like Matt Thayus here versus Brady Singer. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. So I like Bryson Stott. He's got a 32% batting advantage here over JP Sears. Bryson Stott batting 13% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .820 OPS versus lefties. JP Sears, he's giving up a .767 OPS versus lefties. Now there's no at-bats versus Sears yet. Bryson Stott is $3,200 FanDuel salary, $600 more on DraftKings. He's averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He's been on fire, scoring fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. Lowest score was a 12. 3 scores over 25 fantasy points, and he's got a 6.5. So he is on fire, and he has a batting average of .301. So I like Bryson Stott here versus JP Sears. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. So I like Yandy Diaz. He's got a 10% batting advantage here over Yu Darvish. Now, I'm looking at Yandy Diaz, and I actually thought his salary was much lower than this. I thought it was $2,700. It's $3,700 versus Yu Darvish. I'm going to go ahead and say this could still be a good pick here, but I do want to give you more of a value play. So here we go. Let's take a look at more of a mid-range play here. Take a look at Matt Chapman. He's got a 29% batting advantage over a low-salary pitcher, Martin Perez. Matt Chapman batting 32% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.090 OPS versus lefties. Martin Perez giving up a .824 OPS versus righties. Now, I like this pick because Matt Chapman is 7 for 16 here versus Perez. That's a .438 batting average and a 1.063 OPS. Only $3,100 FanDuel salary, $1,200 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .267, but I love this batter versus pitcher matchup, so I like Matt Chapman here versus Martin Perez.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. So a stud on the slate is Corey Seager. He's expensive, but he is 6 for 12 here versus Kevin Gausman, and he's been on fire, so he's a good stud pick. But if you're looking to save some salary for a value play, take a look at Ezequiel Tovar. He's got a 34% batting advantage over Jared Schuster. Ezequiel Tovar batting 13% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .737 OPS versus lefties. Jared Schuster, he's giving up a .682 OPS versus righties. Now, there's no at-bats versus Schuster yet. Ezequiel Tovar, only $2,700 FanDuel salary, $500 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He's scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games, has a batting average of .251, and Vegas thinks there's going to be 10 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I like Ezequiel Tovar here versus Jared Schuster. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. So I like a couple plays that I like here. I like Jordan Walker. He's sitting at $2,900 FanDuel salary, $100 more on DraftKings. He's got a nice matchup here versus Taylor Megill. But if you want to save even more salary here, take a look at Billy McKinney. He's got a 41% batting advantage over Tanner Houck. Billy Kinney batting 8% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .870 OPS versus righties. Tanner Houck, he's given up a .794 OPS versus lefties. And Billy McKinney is 1 for 2 here versus Houck. He's got a double. And he's only $2,300 FanDuel salary, same price on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games, although nothing over a 10, but he does have a batting average of .320. So I like Billy McKinney here versus Tanner Houck.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.